Alright y'all, let's start on these brows. So this is an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush. I couldn't even tell you what number it is because I've used it so much that the number came off. So and another thing is, I do not get my brows done. I don't get them waxed, I don't get them threaded. I just, whenever I see them getting, you know, a little out of hand, I go in with my tweezers and just tweeze like the outlying hairs. So okay, so I'm gonna start by using my spoolie part of the brush, and I'm just gonna brush my brows in the direction that they're growing. So mine's grow up and out, so we want to get a clear visual of the shape of our brows. Okay, now our eyebrows are all brushed out. Now what I'm gonna do is, okay, this is a brow pot from ColourPop. I use black and brown, and oh my gosh, I don't know if these are still sold out, but these are so good, and they're only $6. So alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I dip the side of the brush in my brow pot. Just get a little product. You don't want to put a lot of product on your brush, because when I start my brows, I start at the front of my brow, but at the bottom. I don't fill in the top too much, but I'm gonna show you all that. So, and yeah, so we're gonna go in with light strokes. This is at the front of your brow. If you ever notice your brows are a little bit thinner in the front, so whenever we fill them in, we still want to get that natural effect, you know. We don't want plastered on block brows. Like, that's not cute. I'm gonna start with light strokes at the bottom of my brow. Okay, basically what you're doing in the beginning is just outlining the shape of your brows. And when I get towards the back, you can start actually press a little bit harder with your brush, and you may need a little bit more product. So remember, when you're doing the tail of your brows, you do want the tail to be a little darker than the rest of your brows. Now, when you outline the top of your brow, you're going to lightly stroke it. When I fill in my brows, I don't really mess with the front a lot. I start right here, still towards the front, but not at the very beginning and not in the middle. And then I just go back and follow the rest of my brow hairs. And if you feel like you over outline, like if you outlined your brows too much, we can always clean that up with concealer. And it should look like that. So now I'm gonna do the other one. And I know y'all heard before, but eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Now, sisters don't mean they need to look completely different, but they don't need to look like identical, but pretty similar. Okay, my brows look a little crazy, but like I said, the concealer is gonna get it together. And for concealer, I'm using my favorite LA Girl Pro in the color Fawn. I mean, y'all seen this everywhere by now, so. Alright, I'm gonna use this flat concealer brush to clean my brows up. You can use a smaller brush. I do have a smaller brush, but I actually prefer this one because I can actually blend it out a little bit better. So I am going to start in the front, but lightly. I'm not going to press too hard just because I don't want too much concealer right in the front of my brow. I'm just going to clean up the line and make sure that it's sharp. When I do the top of my brows, I don't start at the beginning. I start right by my arch and go down, and then I work my way to the beginning, just so I can get that natural appearance at the front of my brows. feel like you don't have a lot of brow hairs in the front, instead of like, you don't have to fill them in all the way. What you can do is take the side that you use that doesn't really have a lot of concealer on it and just bring that concealer like lightly to the front, like just bring it, and it'll like, you know, give you like a sharp line like above like where your hair is really light at. It'll give a nice gradient effect. I don't know what kind of tail I had going over there at first, but no, I know a lot of people don't like putting concealer on the top because, you know, halo brows. I know y'all, if you don't know what halo brows are, it's basically like when you can basically see the concealer just like right around your brow, and that comes from when girls use concealer that could be too light for their skin tone and they try to blend it out and it's just not blending with their skin. Another thing, you really just have to blend it, like you really have to blend it out, and I'm gonna show y'all how I blend out my concealer. But I personally do use concealer on top of my brows just because I like that look, like, you know, I just left the brow bar, you know what I'm saying? I like to look like, you know, I like my brows snatched. You know when you get your brows freshly done and, you know, it's a little bit lighter and you just like, that's what I like. So I mean, you can do it the same color your skin. I just feel like when I use a shade that's the same color as my skin, my brows don't really stand out as much. So yeah. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I blend this out. Basically, I take my concealer brush, and I really don't have too much concealer left on here. So yeah, I'm just taking it, brushing the concealer outwards a little bit. Because basically the point of blending is to make sure that you have no harsh lines. So I'm just blending this out away from my brow to make sure that I don't have a harsh line around my brows. Like that. Now I'm gonna go to the other one. I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing underneath my brow. Like, you see that? I know y'all see that. That brow is snatched, girl. That brow is snatched, okay? Do the same thing over here. Just blending this down. Okay, and I'm so sorry, y'all. I have like the biggest pimple on my chin. We're not gonna talk about that right now. I don't know what's been going on with my skin. Okay, so now we have it. It's not, no. Don't think we done blending, because we're not done blending. I mean, you could. No, you can't stop here. We're not done blending. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in. I haven't dipped my brush back in the product. I'm just gonna go in. I just like to make sure my eyebrows are perfect. So if I didn't get it perfect with my concealer, this is the time for me to go back and just straighten any imperfections out. Now we're in business. Like, now we're sisters. We're not twins, but we're sisters. You feel me? Now to finish blending the brows, I'm gonna go in with my damp clean beauty blender. Clean, damp, okay? And I'm just gonna dab the concealer and while blending it out. And when I say that I dab it, I'm like pushing it into my skin and kind of like dabbing it outwards, like dabbing it back away from the brow. No, we don't want halo brows, guys. So it's all about blending and making it seem seamless, you know. So dab, dab, dab. Metro Boomin wants some more. Oh. Yeah, I feel like if you don't get hype while you're doing your brows, like, you need to change your eyebrow routine. Because I feel like my brows frame my face. Like, your eyebrows frame your face. Like, it's your frame for like the rest of your makeup. So if your brows not popping, I feel like you're not gonna have a good makeup day, you know. You're just not gonna have a good, like, you're not gonna be feeling the best about your face because you don't even have a good, like, you don't even have a good foundation. Like, I mean, foundation is not the foundation, really. The brows are the foundation of the face. So see how this is pretty much, and you can get up a little bit more to the brow. See how I have like a, you can see that line. We don't want to see no lines. Okay guys, yes, don't forget to blend in the middle. Okay guys, this is how I do my brows. Y'all, I was getting so hyped in this video. All my scarf then came back. Y'all, I was trying to like lay my edges and my scarf pulled back. Thanks for watching guys. That is how I slay my brows. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned some good tips from this. Now you see how I slay my brows. This was highly requested. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you feel like this brow is too dramatic and you're a person that just wants to do your brows and go and not put on foundation, do the rest of your makeup. Let me know. I can give y'all a natural brow tutorial as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Up, honey, because these fall in love now. Oh my gosh.